I'm about to show you 4 AI agents that will put you ahead of 99% of realtors. And most people in real estate have absolutely no idea they even exist. If you stick around, I'll give you an inside look at a few N8N real estate agents that only around 1% of realtors are using behind the scenes. Meanwhile, everyone else is still manually chasing leads, forgetting to follow up, and staying up until midnight writing contracts. But here's what nobody wants to admit. While you're grinding 70-hour weeks and burning out, there's a small group of realtors using these 4 AI agents to multiply their output and create opportunities faster than you can even pull up Zillow. And the crazy part is these agents don't just work independently. They can actually collaborate with each other. So when agent number 1 finds you a set of leads, agent 2 qualifies them, agent 3 sends them a round of cold emails, and agent 4 helps you draft an offer and stay up to date with trends. So you can literally use these to operate as a full team while spending next to nothing to run it all. And for everyone that doesn't know me, my name is Mike. I help business owners and people in real estate use AI to earn their time back and get more done so that they can focus on what matters most. So be sure to stay until the end and I'll show you exactly how each of these 4 AI agents work and why they're the future of real estate. This video has everything you need to start using these real estate agents in N8N today, and I'm giving it all away completely for free. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm sure you're curious about what these 4 AI agents are and how exactly you can get ahead of 99% of other people in real estate if you start using them. So let's not waste any time today and let's reveal agent number 1. So the first agent we're going to be looking at today is an inbound follow-up and qualifier voice agent. Now, as I said before, I'm going to be giving away every single agent that you see in this video completely for free. So if you're interested in downloading them, feel free to head down into the resources tab under my description and you can access all of the downloads there as my gift to you for watching this video. Alright guys, so here we are in Retail AI, and as promised, I'm going to take you through a super quick demo of this agent that I built right here. Now this agent already has some of my information, so when we get started with this conversation, she's already going to have an idea of what I'm looking for. So let's dial up this agent right now and start a conversation. Hello?
Hi, is this Mike?
Yes, this is.
Hey Mike, thanks for picking up. This is Melissa with the Sunset Group. I'm reaching out because you recently filled out a form from one of our ads about buying a home in Beverly Hills. Is now an okay time for a quick chat? It should only take a few minutes.
Yeah, that's actually okay.
Awesome, thanks Mike. I just want to ask a couple of quick questions to get a better sense of what you're looking for. First off, what's your general time frame for buying a home? Are you hoping to move in the next 3 to 6 months, or are you thinking further out?
You know, I've actually been looking for a while, but I'm at the point where I want to buy within the next 2 to 3 months, so I'm looking to move into something pretty soon here.
That's great to hear, Mike. 2 to 3 months is definitely a good window to start getting serious. Just to check, are you currently working exclusively with another real estate agent right now, or are you still searching on your own?
I'm actually just entering the real estate market right now, and I don't currently have an agent that I'm working with, but I would appreciate if you guys could help me out with that. And by the way, if you're serious about using AI and you happen to be in real estate or you own a business, go ahead and hit my first link down in the description and I'll send you a personalized AI action plan for any particular issue you're going through completely for free. Or if you're interested in working directly with me to get an AI solution built, go ahead and hit my second link down in the description and book a private consultation so that we can directly talk about what AI can do for your business. And with that said, let's get straight back into this video.
Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. We'd be happy to help you through the process. Have you had a chance to speak with a lender or bank yet about getting pre-approved for a mortgage, or is that something you're still planning to do? And just to confirm, you're mainly interested in Beverly Hills, right? Is that still your top choice, or are you open to other nearby areas as well?
Yeah, you know, I would prefer Beverly Hills. That is my number 1 option. So that is going to definitely be my number 1 focus. And as far as getting a loan, I actually do need some help with that. So if you guys could help me with pre-approval, that would be fantastic.
Thanks for sharing that, Mike. And no worries at all. Lots of buyers need a little guidance with the pre-approval process, and our team can definitely help you get started with that. So based on your timeline and where you're at, the best next step would be to set up a free consultation call with one of our home buying specialists. They can walk you through the Beverly Hills market, answer your questions, and help you get started with pre-approval. Would you be open to scheduling a quick call like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to talk to you guys and learn a little bit more about how I can get this process started.
Awesome, Mike. I'm glad to hear that. Let's get you set up for a call with one of our specialists. Is there a particular day or time in the next few days that works best for you? For example, do you prefer mornings, afternoons, or evenings?
Would you guys have any openings this Thursday at 11 a.m.?
Let me check real quick if we have any openings this Thursday at 11 a.m. for you, Mike. It looks like we don't have an opening exactly at 11 a.m. this Thursday, but we do have some nearby times available. On Thursday, we have slots open between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Would you like to pick a time within that window, maybe 10:30 a.m. or 11:30 a.m.? Just let me know what works best for you.
Yeah, could we actually do 10:30 if you guys have that one available?
Great, Mike. You're all set for your consultation call this Thursday at 10:30 a.m. You should get an email confirmation with all the details shortly. We're excited to help you get started on your home search in Beverly Hills. Oh, Mike, I just realized I'll need your email address to lock in the appointment and make sure you get the confirmation details. Could you share the best email for you? I'll get everything set up right away.
Yeah, thank you for catching that, by the way. My email is...
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you sharing that. I'll go ahead and book your consultation for this Thursday at 10:30 a.m. You'll get an email confirmation soon with all the details. We're really looking forward to helping you get started. You're all set for your consultation call this Thursday at 10:30 a.m., Mike. You should see an email confirmation coming your way soon with all the details. Before I let you go, do you have any other quick questions I can help answer right now?
That'll actually be all for now, Melissa. Thank you very much for your help, and I look forward to working with your team.
You're so welcome, Mike. We're really looking forward to helping you find your new home. Thanks again for your time, and have a fantastic rest of your day.
Alright, so that personalized voice call that you guys just saw was part 1 of the demo. On the back end of that, I also got this email from one of the other agents on my team. And this copy right here is actually personalized to that information that I submitted on that form. And this directly addresses the interest that I had in buying a home in Beverly Hills. As you can see from what I've entered right here under this interest category, the agent was able to use this information right here to personalize the email and the phone call for me. And I think the delivery here was excellent, especially considering that I was able to both talk to Melissa physically, as well as getting this nice little email from her. That just makes me feel like this entire team knows what I'm looking for and actually cares in providing that to me on time. So without any further ado, agent number 2 is an AI autopilot lead scraper that finds you fresh leads and saves them directly into your CRM. Now, lead gen is by far one of the biggest problems I see for people in real estate, and this is one of the most common solutions that I build out for people. Now, if you're a realtor or you own a business, you understand just how unpredictable lead flow can be if you're using bad systems or not managing all of your resources wisely. And in the end, a ridiculous amount of time is wasted chasing leads and ultimately taking away from your ability to actually close deals. And if you want to see a deeper video about agent number 2, I'll link that up here if you guys are interested in that. Otherwise, let's dive straight into a demo so that you can see exactly how this agent scrapes you new leads and funnels them directly into your CRM every single day. Alright, so I'm sure you're excited to see how this AI system can actually start feeding leads directly into your CRM so that we can actually fix this lead gen problem. So let's not waste any time and jump straight into a quick demo here. So I have this workflow set up to trigger every single day, but in order to show you guys in real time how this entire thing works, I'm going to test this workflow right here, and we could generate a set of real estate leads right here on the spot. So let me actually zoom in a little bit here so you can see this workflow a little bit closer, and let's get this started. So as you can see, once our trigger is hit, our workflow is actually going to be pulling leads from a for sale by owner database, which I have set up, but from there we're actually going to extract and format that lead information to take out all of the key pieces of information for us to send off into our CRM and to get it organized into a format that we can actually use. And from there, we're actually going to organize this data using this node here. Then we're going to save them into our CRM, which in my case is Airtable. And then from there, we're going to use an AI step to actually generate a success email to send to me to let me know that this system has actually finished generating leads for me. And all I have to do is show up and reach out to whatever leads are available to me. Then finally, that system is going to send an email off to me directly into my inbox to let me know that my assistant has finished scraping leads for me. And as you can see here, if I pop into my Gmail, I just got this message from my assistant Alyssa, and she just said, "Hi Mike, I've generated your fresh list of leads for Tuesday, June 10th, and they're now saved directly into your CRM. Everything is ready for you to review when it's convenient. Let me know if there's anything else that I can help with." And now if we actually head into my CRM right here, I have a new tab created for all of my new leads. And as you can see, I've been playing around with this a bit. I've been able to generate quite a few new leads with this system right here, and it's all cleanly organized with information like people's names, the URL to the actual listing, along with all sorts of property information here. And interestingly, you could come down here and see at the bottom under this sum table right here that I've scraped a little bit over $26 million worth in property leads at this point in time. Now, of course, there's so many automations you could build off the back end of this. You could filter out anybody who might not be qualified as your ideal customer, or you could even use this to set up a cold email campaign to directly reach out to these people for you. All right, once again, without any further ado, agent number 3 is a master cold email and personalization agent. Now, this agent actually works fantastically with agent number 2. You could use both of these agents to literally pull you new leads every single day, then hook them up to a personalized email campaign so that you can reach out to every single one of them, qualify them, and work them into your pipeline on complete autopilot. Now, the magic here is really your ability to personalize these emails so that you can reach out to people as if you actually know them. Everybody doing this manually right now has probably experienced just how much of a time investment this can be to actually be reaching out to everybody manually. Even if you've used cold email software before, a lot of them might not function exactly how you want them to. And if you can really manage this at volume, this can have an enormous impact on your business. And if you actually want to see a deeper breakdown of agent number 3, I'll link that video up here. You guys could feel free to go and check that out if you want to take a deeper dive into this. But in the meantime, let's check out a demo of this and see this master cold email agent in action. Alright guys, I'm about to give you everything that you need to start using this agent today. And feel free to follow along this video or use the timestamps below to navigate to whatever point you want to see. But the first thing that I'm going to get into right now is actually showing you guys a live demo of this agent so you can see exactly how this works. That way you can get a better idea of how this might work for you. And by the way, if you guys want this exact agent, you can head down into the resources in my description and you could download this entire agent right here completely for free as my gift to you for watching this video. With that said, let's test this agent out right now and get some cold emails generated. Now, in order to activate this workflow, we actually need to update our lead list so that we can give the agent the information that it needs. So here's my demo lead list right here that we're going to be using to generate a few cold emails. Now, as you can see, I've already reached out to the first couple of leads here, and I've added 2 more down here on the bottom just so that we can test this solution out. Now, we'll go through and talk about how you can obtain information like this later on. But for now, let's go back into our agent and actually test this workflow out with our new lead information. As you can see, this workflow is going to be looking through our Google Sheet. It's going to be filtering for new leads. And then it's going to be sending all of those new leads that we haven't reached out yet to our cold email agent. From there, we're going to just loop over each of those new leads while updating their status after we've reached out to them. And then once we're done with the entire list of new leads, we'll move on to the secondary AI step to actually send a notification email to the company itself, which in this case is me, that the AI agent has finished its daily cold email task. And as you can see, this entire workflow is done within a matter of seconds. And while this is just a quick demo, you could probably see how you can use this to send hundreds or even thousands of emails every single day with absolutely zero effort. Now, as you can see back in our lead list, the agent was able to identify those 2 new leads and change their status to reached out after it went through and executed that workflow. Alright, so enough talk. Let's check out the results that this agent just produced for us. And I have this agent set up to sending drafts as opposed to direct emails because this is a test. And after all of these are a bunch of fake emails. And I just want to make sure that all of this is up to standard before I actually activate everything to send. The first lead here is Lisa. And if we come back into my actual real estate lead base, Lisa here is looking for a 2-bedroom condo with gym and beach access for $750,000. And if we take a look here, this email is personalized just to fit those needs, considering all of those things that she mentioned as well as her budget here. And we have it broken up here so that it's easy to read, it's highly personalized, and it's also signed off by Ali with the Sunset Group. And you can pause the video to take a look at this and read through how I've set this up. And you can really get this agent to generate cold emails for you in any style that you want. And with that said, let's check out our second lead, which is Derek. And if we go back into his info, we'll be able to see that he's actually looking for a 2,500 square foot house with a 4-car garage and a great view for around 1.3 million. And as you can see here, this email has a lot of personality, and it was able to write this entire email around his preferences and his budget. Now, second, because the agent actually went through all of our new leads and finished today's cold email list, it actually sent me a personal email to update me just so that I can keep a personal eye on everything this agent does. Alright, so we're almost done with this video. And so far, we've talked about follow-up, we've talked about lead gen, and we've even talked about cold outreach. But there's still one crucial piece missing to this puzzle that can completely level up your ability to save time, increase the speed and accuracy that you can help your clients with, and build off of these initial 3 agents to just completely multiply what you're able to accomplish in a day. So with that said, our fourth and final agent for this video is actually going to be an AI offer creator, client communication manager, and custom market research agent. Now, this is a very special and unique agent that I designed. And in fact, this is actually a team of 3 agents that work together in order to help you accomplish each of these tasks. So the problem here is that a lot of people are very slow to create offers. And if you're competing for a home in a desirable area with a lot of other buyers on the line, then if you're too slow to help your client get that offer out, then you could literally lose the deal. Next up, nobody likes doing research, and the market seems to be changing constantly. It can be very difficult to stay on top of this, and it takes a lot of time out of your day to actually look into what's going on, to gather information, and to stay as knowledgeable as you can as an agent. And lastly, a lot of communications with clients are just completely disjointed. I see so many people chasing down emails, digging through their CRM, and spending hours putting together information and composing emails emails to send back and forth to their clients. All of this wastes a tremendous amount of time that just doesn't have to happen anymore if you have a smart team of agents behind all of it. With that said, this might be my favorite agent on the list here, especially considering how well it works with all of these other agents in order to create this entire real estate ecosystem. With that said, if you guys want to take a deeper dive into agent number 4, I actually made a full video on it that you guys can check out up here, and it's just packed with information if you're wanting to take a deeper look at this. But with all of that said, let's jump straight into a demo of this agent so that you guys can imagine what it would be like to actually work with it. Alright, so let's not waste any time here. We're going to jump straight into part 1 of this video, which is a live demo, so that you guys can see this entire agent team in action. Alright, so as you guys saw in the intro, there are going to be 3 main actions that this agent is going to be capable of. The first is to manage some of your communications with your clients. The second is to help you draft offers for properties. The third is to do market research to find news and trends, so that you can always stay updated on what's happening in the real estate market. And for this demo, I'm taking on the role of a real estate broker who's going to be using this as a personal team of VAs to finish a couple of jobs I have with a client named Mike Johnson. Alright, so for this first message, I'm actually telling the agent that I just had a meeting with Mike Johnson and he's interested in getting more info about home values on the west side of town. And I also want the agent to actually ask him if he's available to meet up at Northwest Cafe tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, as you can see, as I get this message sent off, the agent is going to classify it as a client communications message, and from there it sent it off to my AI client agent, was able to go into my CRM and find Mike Johnson's email and then draft him a customized message. And then it just got back to me in chat saying, okay, I've sent an email to Mike Johnson asking if he's available to meet at Northwest Cafe tomorrow at 11 a.m. And now if we hop into my email, I just got this in my inbox. And now I'm taking on the role of Mike Johnson, which is the client receiving this email. So the agent just sent me an email saying, hi Mike, it was great meeting with you earlier today. I wanted to follow up and see if you might be available to meet tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Northwest Cafe to discuss home values on the west side. Let me know if that works for you. Then the email got signed off as Jack with the Sunset Group. And as you can see, as the broker, I was able to get this email sent off in seconds without having to find Mike's email or write any of this message myself. Alright, now here's where things really get interesting. Alright, so let's say that my client just got back to me and said that he actually wants to put in an offer on a property. Now here's the property itself in my database. As you can see, I do have a few properties set up in this database to pull from, so the agent will have access to all of this. And now in my message, I'm actually letting the agent know that I'm wanting to put in an offer for $1.25 million on 123 Oak Lane. So from here, let's see how this agent processes this. Alright, so as I get this message sent off, you could see that it's being classified down this middle row right here. And from there, it's going to be extracting the property address. It's going to be pulling it from my database along with any information on that property. Then it's going to be using a custom template that I gave it to draft an offer for this property according to what the client asked me for. And then I'm going to be passing it on to an AI agent over here to actually pull the client email from my CRM, which looks a little something like this. And you can see Mike Johnson is right here at the bottom. And from there, it's going to draft an email letting him know that I actually created that offer. And then finally, it's going to be saving that offer in Google Drive so that I can refine it, add any information, and then get it sent off to the seller. Now, if we head back into my email on the client side of things, we could see that I got a brand new email here again saying, hi Mike, I'm happy to confirm that we've drafted your offer for 123 Oak Lane at $1.25 million. We'll be sending it over to the seller's agent for review shortly. Then once again, we signed off as Jack with the Sunset Group. And now jumping into Google Drive, I have the foundation of our actual property offer. Now this is a very basic format for an offer, but you could really switch this template out for any template that you might use. In reality, you could train this agent to put together a multi-page offer that's just full of detail. But for this demo, I just kept things simple just to show you guys that we were able to accurately fill in all of this information according to what data the agent was able to scrape from my property database. Alright, so for our final example, we're actually going to be drafting a full market report that's based off of real-time data from a Google search. I'm just going to be asking the agent if it can make me a market report to give me the scoop on any interesting real estate trends or news going on lately. So let's just send this off and see what happens. Again, we're able to see that this classifier is sending this message off to the third category here. And from there, we're actually generating a search query from my message, running a real-time Google search to gather some information, and then sending it off to an AI market update agent where it's going to be summarizing that information, turning it into an email, and then getting that sent right into my inbox. And as you can see in the chat right here, the agent just got to me saying, okay, Jack, I've sent you the market update and let me know if you have any other questions. And now if we pop back into my email, we're able to see the full breakdown of a few real-time trends that are going on in real estate right now based off of that research the agent just did for me. Now you can take a second to actually read through the body of this email if you want, but essentially the agent's letting me know that there are some trends pointing towards more stable markets. Some experts are anticipating some moderate fluctuations. And second, it looks like high mortgage rates are still forcing transactions to be driven by more necessity. And lastly, there's a couple interesting trends here where it's actually telling me to keep an eye on the Virginia and Las Vegas housing markets. And lastly, it's even telling me that homes with a mountain view are the most common type of home sold. at the moment. This is a pretty simple report because I'm only taking a few search results, but for now this is very digestible and very easy to read, and it includes a couple of really cool trends that I didn't know about before. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that demo, and by now we've covered all 4 of our AI agents that, in my opinion, can potentially put you ahead of 99% of other people in real estate. And while it's true that I'm making this video in 2025, a lot of these trends and a lot of things will definitely evolve as time moves forward. A lot of these core concepts will remain the same. And if you can see the bigger picture of how all of these agents can work together to create that advanced ecosystem of AI agents to work with you, you could probably see just how ahead of the curve you can be if you started adopting some of this right now. Even choosing one of these agents to start using today could potentially have a massive impact on your business and the way that you operate. But as I said earlier, using all 4 of these could easily put you in the top 1% of realtors, and the productivity multiplier this gives you will immediately become clear to all of the clients that decide to work with you. And again, all of these are completely free for you to download. You can head down into the resources in my description and pick up all of these completely for free so you can start using them today. And if you're actually interested in diving a little bit deeper into AI or building any of this out further, you can go ahead and hit my second link down in the description to book a private one-on-one consultation with me so we can have a one-on-one talk about what AI can actually do for your business, and we can start talking about some strategy to help ensure that you end up in that top 1% of real estate agents in 2025 and beyond. With all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're able to see this picture that I put together for you, and I hope that the value behind all of these agents makes sense. If you guys have any questions about this, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and as usual, I'll do my best to respond to each and every one of you guys. In the meantime, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you for watching, and it would be great if you guys could consider dropping a like and a subscribe down below if you like this type of content and you're interested in seeing more like this in the future. But that's about all I have for these 4 AI agents in real estate, so I hope you all enjoyed this one. With that said, let me know your biggest takeaway down in the comments, and with that, I will catch you all in the next one.